3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah, good luck, guys.
Hang in there, guys.
You can do it. Just get through it, guys.
Just 30 minutes.
Alright, so they have 30 minutes here. They have to beat levels 1, 2, and 3. This is an extremely hard game. The speed run of this game would do this the first 3 levels in probably about 3 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. But trying to achieve the speeds that you may have seen players like Garrison getting with all their, all their boosting and all that is extremely hard. So the players are not necessarily going to be using the world record strats. They're going to be
just trying to survive.
Right, just trying to survive and trying to get some amount of boosting, because boosting off these bombs isn't too hard to do. It's just to get it going so fast that the screen starts wrapping on you is going to be hard to do.
I just got a double kill.
In certain levels with lots of gaps, there's like some sort of rhythm to it that you really gotta put a lot of work into mastering, which is kind of frustrating with this game. And then with a lot of later stages, which we'll probably won't see till later on, the gaps, there's going to be some obnoxiously large gaps that they got to jump over, which take a lot of practice to do.
And one thing that really blew my mind when I was playing the game in that regard is apparently this apple jumping that we're doing, where either we plant it on the ground and get a boost for a longer jump, or we throw it in the air and jump off mid-air for a super high jump, is intended by the developers as the correct way to get through certain parts.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There are jumps you can't make otherwise. There are power-ups you can't reach otherwise. And when you're watching, just the speed runs, you think, oh, that's a cool little strategy. They're totally breaking the game. No, that's what you're supposed to do.
Alright, this was a Japan-only release, so I guess they just assumed the players would be better. You can imagine if this was made out in the US, they would have just nerfed all this stuff, right?
It's a Japan-only game by Data East, which should explain a lot.
Yeah.
We're talking about super, up in the difficulty here. The thing about this game that I never understood back when I was looking up and learning about this game way back is the difficulty of the game. It's kind of hard to figure out who this game was supposed to appeal to in Japan. Because I can't imagine kids playing this game that much.
Oh, I got some screen scrolling!
Whoa, you saw a little bit of it there. Whoa,
we already got the screen scrolling, which mostly starts up.
That's the second time I've ever done that. I never practiced how to take advantage of it, and apparently I broke the pirate ship as a result.
That's another lovely little feature about this game, is the screen scrolling, which we'll probably be seeing pretty frequently.
So yeah, no water spouts for you, I guess.
No water spouts.
You just gotta do the super jump.
That's super jump.
I failed it. You can get over that gap with apples. It is really, really hard. I think it was a strat that on Wednesday we discovered that, and we spent about a half hour playing around with it, and then we all decided, well, that's not going to happen.
Yep. That's a little ambitious. Maybe if this was the first level in the goal.
Yeah.
So there are not checkpoints in this level. When you die, you go back to the beginning of the level.
There are no checkpoints in any level.
Yeah, right. Yeah, in any of these levels. So when they die, they're probably going to reset.
Well, and that also...
What do you think?
Just gonna power through it.
Well,
and that statement about checkpoints also applies to levels that have a string transition in the middle of them, which you'll see in the second goal. There's a cave world, and then it turns into an ice world.
Right.
If you die in the ice world, you go back to the cave.
Yeah, really unforgiving there. Yeah, so this is a game where there's definitely a possibility that we might have a did not finish situation. Where,
oh yes, definitely.
Right, where we may see the players just decide to go with a run that gets through it regardless of the time.
Alright, whatever, I'm taking it.
Alright, there we go. Nasir's got one on the board. And,
Nice.
you know, for all we know, this may be the only run submitted in the next 25 minutes, so you could be looking at the winning run right
Yeah.
there. Okay, but 407, obviously some time that could come off it, but I mean, really, this
407's
is
a very good time.
yeah, this is a very brutal run,
Yeah.
so we may not see faster times than that. We'll see.
Man
Everything
McCheese
about-
just continuously wishing Donald good luck in the corner.
Ronald.
Well,
Donald McDonald, yes.
it's Donald McDonald in Japan.
Name trolled me so hard.
Oh yes, you thought it was Donald Duck when you saw
Yes,
the name Donald
right.
Land.
Like, as any reasonable person would. It's like, oh, it's gonna be a Disney game. How bad can it be?
This is what you get for not watching the Sunday sequence break.
Sure.
Yep.
If you had watched episode 83, you'd have learned about Donald Land.
Right, or it was in GDQ as well, this game, so it's had some...
HGDQ 2014 with
Yep,
Garrison.
the most recent HDQ... Oh wait, 2014?
Yeah, 2014 with
That was
Garrison.
previous. Okay.
Yeah.
But,
Couldn't have been on prime time though.
yeah, no, I don't think so. I think it was probably the
It's
middle
part
of
of
the
the
night.
awful block.
Probably like
Yeah,
3 a.m.
it was. I think it was part of either Awful Block or it was part of
Oh,
WPF Japan.
No!
What?
But yes,
am I
this is...
doing?
Oh, man. Just took a death at that boss there.
Yeah.
I guess my stream's a little behind. See if I can.
Also, projectile. You have no invincibility frames when hit by a projectile, so super easy to die.
Yep, that's true. You do get multi-hit sometimes.
Yeah, you can take a beating really quick in this game.
The game does give you some amount of life. You see in the upper left, you have a couple of boxes of health. I think they're starting this goal with 4 boxes?
3.
3. Okay, 3 on this one.
Next
You
goal is
start
4.
every-
Next one's 4, right.
And health does not refill between levels.
That's
Because
correct.
Japan.
Well, I think the idea is they wanted you to use the buying, the store feature. They wanted you to go into the stores
Yeah.
and purchase the health refills.
Which is slow.
Because, you know, Japan likes RPG-ish elements in all of their games.
So we should also explain the apple upgrade. Normally you can only throw 1 apple at a time, and you have to wait for it to explode before you can throw a second. And there's these apple power-ups you might see scattered around. And if you get one of those, you can throw 2 apples at a time, which allows you to do some more impressive boosting that you may not otherwise be able to do.
It helps for boss fights too.
Yes, helps speed up boss fights a lot.
And you lose it if you get hit, yeah?
Yes, if you get hit, you lose it, which makes boss fights pretty
Special.
harrowing. Special is the word as well.
What? Why can't I do this?
Also, something to note is everything in this game imparts momentum. So, if you're jumping off an enemy, if he's moving to the right, you'll go further to the right. If he's moving to the left, you will not go as far to the right. If he's going up, you will go up a little higher. And come on, pirate ship. There it is.
Oh, it took its time there.
Yeah, the trigger for it is on the ground, and it's further back than you'd expect it to be. And
Ah,
it's
so you
easy
can
to
jump over it. That's not
Yeah.
good.
No,
I got
took me a
good
long
freeze
time
frame.
to figure that out.
How much time do we have left?
20, just over 20 minutes.
You did good, guys.
Is it
10
over?
minutes have gone by.
Oh no.
Hey, you're a third of the way done. Think of it that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Third way done with this goal.
Well,
So
then you get a wonderful half-hour break with Big Nose.
Right.
Your good buddy.
Break.
Hang
A
out,
relaxing vacation.
relaxing vacation. Get yourself some coconuts. And...
Hmm.
So there's enemy projectiles. If you can jump off of those, you'll get a really big boost, similar to like an apple jump. But that's really hard to do in any planned manner.
So did you guys use the sort of video resources of this game at all, or did you really just kind of try to find the best way that you could handle to get through these stages?
Yeah, I tried video resources, but nothing is SGL safe on any of them.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, I got a few ideas and strats from some of them, but in general, it's kind of not too practical.
Yeah, even the lesser speedruns of it are you know, still doing some risky things that you wouldn't try.
Binary Dragon demonstrating how platforms will sort of eject Ronald
Yeah.
if you don't land right on them. God, every enemy in this game is either an adorable cartoon or a nightmare.
Or a racist stereotype.
Let's not.
Yes.
I mean, have you guys seen the final boss at all of this game?
No,
'Cause,
no, I have not.
Yeah, those are some nice.
Do I want to?
nightmares. I don't think you do.
Okay.
It's like a terrifying, he's like a terrifying evil version, like of Ronald, like a clown. Well, my bad, Donald. I'm sorry.
Donald.
But he's already.
Who's Ronald?
We gotta be accurate here.
I'm feeling so hard at Burgerless right now. Is
So
anyone else even trying it?
I'm not. For those who don't know,
I'm just trying to get
Burgerless-
around, then I'll try Burgerless.
If you manage to get to the end of a level without collecting any hamburgers, you'll skip that whole going to the store, which saves about 10 seconds.
Yeah,
It's totally worth it if you can get it, but man.
if you can get it. But I'm
Don't expect to is the thing.
Yes!
What am I-
Yes!
Nice. Did you finish?
Wow, you just barely made it in that thing's mouth. Wow.
Oh,
So there, we got another finished run. 5:43.
Very nice.
and the worst part is I almost made it. Oh, the level in checkpoint. For that, you can jump over it, and then you die. And I almost did that just there.
Oh yeah, I saw that a little bit on your stream. Yeah, you walk into the mouth and you keep walking and you just like fall through. You fall out the bottom of the jet.
If you walk, you hit the checkpoint. If you
Oh, it's if you jump?
If you jump,
If
if
you-
you time to
Ah.
jump.
it has to be a very small jump.
Fair.
But yeah, you can go right over the trigger because it's on the ground, and they didn't build a back to the dragon's mouth, so you just fall through.
Well, you're supposed to kill the guy on top.
No,
That's the boss.
even if you kill the guy, there's no
I'm just
back.
saying you're supposed to kill the guy on top and then you just walk through. You're not supposed to like jump through it. So that's why. It's just like against the pirate boss,
Yeah.
you can walk off the back of the screen for whatever reason.
Which, if I get there, going towards the back of the screen is actually my strat for killing the pirate boss. So, it's
A legitimate concern.
yes, yes, it's actually pretty hard. There's we'll see in the second goal. There's a very narrow ledge where if you can stand there, you're safe from the pirate boss's attacks. But at the same time, I'm hitting the wrong button on my controller. That's why that's not working. But alright, what other crazy mechanics haven't we explained on this game?
Oh man, yeah.
What do the food items do in the shop?
They give
They
Buy
you
like McNuggets.
they buy chances to play a bonus game, which there are 6 cards. 3 of them are a Donald face, 3 of them are a Hamburglar face. And if you get you pick cards until you get a
Yes!
Hamburglar.
Oh weird,
Some
wow.
excitement there.
Here he is. Got a 342 coming in
Wow.
from Hagspam.
Oh wow, did we all finish?
Everyone has put in a run so far. Yes.
Nice!
Time to go to the next game.
Congratulations, everybody.
Yeah, if you guys want to call it finished, we'll just move on to the next one.
You all win.
You're all winners.
That's PB for me too.
Wow.
If you get 3 Ronalds, you get a 1-up. If you get 2 Ronalds and a Hamburglar, you get a heart. And if you get 1 Ronald and a Hamburglar, you get a apple upgrade.
No, don't touch it. No. Whew.
Oh, are you trying to do burgerless there? Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the ceiling matters. We'll see that, especially in the second goal. If you are up near the top of the screen and you throw an apple, it'll stick to the top. Which, when you're near the top of the screen, limits your ability to do apple jumps and the like.
I can't up apple jump right now for some reason.
Okay, so apparently the background music, which the viewers at home are not hearing, but the background music for this is based on the McDonald's theme song heard in the
Yep.
Japanese television ads.
Yeah, in general, Donald, all of them are pretty popular in Japan, and I think, unlike in the United States, Donald is still featured in a lot of commercials for McDonald's in Japan. Like, I know they stopped featuring Ronald McDonald a lot in North America, like in the United States for some reason.
Why do you
Clowns
think
are
that is?
creepy as hell.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you've seen some of the Japanese ads with Donald. They're pretty weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember some
Didn't
of
they
those
have
odds
a,
were not good.
Didn't they have a female Donald not long ago? Wasn't that from a...
Yeah, there was an ad featuring a female version, yeah.
So something else that's interesting is when you're boosting upwards from... Darn. When you're boosting upwards from exploding off an apple, hitboxes go wonky, and you can go through a lot of enemies. Which is pretty useful in a lot of places.
So most of these enemies you can stand on their heads, right? You can safely walk on them.
Everything you can stand on its head.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
And everything's an enemy as well. In level 7, the second one of the second goal, there are moving platforms that go up and down, and if you hit them from the side, they damage you and die.
Huh.
Because they're not just platforms, they're enemies.
They're enemies, I see.
Like,
Oof.
basically, they coded one
Man, that jump
set
is...
of, one set of
Yeah, if it
behavior
moves,
per
it's
object.
all part of the same same object.
Interesting.
I have a feeling if you found a way to hit the side of an apple, it would damage you.
Oh my god, lizard.
No. Well, no.
Huh, that bird didn't spawn. Oh yeah, things don't always spawn. The second... So there's those, areas where you have to jump over the spouts of water. the second one of those, I found that sometimes the third water spout just will never spawn.
That's generally because of the screen scroll.
Yeah, probably.
No, without any screen scrolling. Unless it's like just super minor screen scroll that I never see, but the game does. And in the cave world, there's one area where there are either 1, 2, or 3 enemies. Because not only do some things not spawn, sometimes they spawn double. And so you'll get an enemy that sometimes doesn't spawn, sometimes spawns twice.
So it's interesting. The other McDonald's game that we've had on the show, MC Kids, is got no food in it at all. I guess one of the design requirements is that they didn't want food in the game.
That was, yeah.
But this game is quite the opposite. I guess they don't even care. I mean, to the point where you're actually going and ordering McDonald's food in between the levels. So they had no
The
qualms.
first
about
version of DLC.
that. Right.
Nasir just lost a really good run to screen scrolling. There's just a pit there that didn't look like a pit until he was in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's sort of tricky to know what part of the graphics you're supposed to, actually is there and what's just part of the screen wrapping.
The dangers of going fast in this game.
Yeah, and one of the advantages, though, is that the enemies will spawn behind you if you're going too fast, right? I mean, you get ahead of the enemy spawns.
Correct.
I think that's an advantage to it if you can get going that speed.
Don't you get ahead of all the triggers as well, or do the triggers still respawn?
You can despawn the burgers by screen scrolling.
The triggers.
The triggers for, like, the water spouts and things like that?
Yeah, you can do that as well.
Yeah, you'll despawn those, so I guess you just gotta be jumping over that big pit.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, it's so hard to get it to happen that I don't think any of our players are, well prepared to take advantage of it when they get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had it happen exactly twice, and you guys saw one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you can get the screen scrolling done correctly on stage 2, you can use it to do burger lists, but it's like super hard because you have to.
Well, you can use it to skip a lot of stuff too, like those cannon modes kind of aren't there to some degree. That edge ejection.
Now, does that bomb upgrade stack, or do you only get
No.
one?
You only
Only
get the
ever
2
two.
apples. Nice double burgerless.
Nice.
I imagine the
like
game would
winning
lag
time.
pretty terribly if it gave you a whole bunch of apples.
That's probably true.
I guess we don't need to worry about burgers in the third stage though, since
Yeah.
So
Time
something
is
else
terrible.
that's interesting about the mechanics of this game is, in addition to gaining momentum of things that you're standing on, when you throw apples, they're like, I guess, temporarily inside your sprite for a couple of frames when you first throw them, and you gain their momentum as a result of that as
neat.
well.
I didn't know that.
Which means if you're jumping forward and you throw an apple midair, you'll end up going just a little further than you would if you did not throw that apple, even though you aren't, in theory, touching the apple.
also changes the arc of your apple.
the arc of your apples dependent on your forward pressing time. So if you're at a standstill, you'll throw in a particular way. If you
Whoa.
start from a standstill and you press forward, the length of time that you're pressing forward, the more that you press forward, the more forward the apple will throw, up to a certain limit, of course.
Yeah, so you can even run up against a box for a while and
Get a
throw,
long
and you'll
throw.
throw it. Yeah, you'll get the biggest throw.
Yeah.
Hagspam
Yeah,
coming in with
just took the lead.
324.
Nice.
Yeah, Hagspam just took the
Wow.
lead. Got that fire jump. Got the flame jump at the end. That was excellent.
And double burgerless.
And double
Yeah, double
burgerless.
burgerless is
Wow,
huge.
that burgerless makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
So we got a fight
Yep.
for first now. Look
Yeah,
at
I
that.
think we're gonna start seeing attempts at the moat jumps and stuff, skipping the pirate ships.
Or this game could mercifully time finish and we can move on.
Well, we have 4 minutes left, so
You're almost there, guys. Hang in there.
it's basically time to start one more attempt, and then maybe one more after that.
Or die at the first guy, like
Right.
5 times.
You can die at the first guy. You can do that, sure.
I mean, you won't win, but you know.
Can I just go visit the green elephant?
That's your reward.
Love the green
No, your
elephant.
reward is the balloon level.
Oh yeah, the balloon level. Yeah, so the level after this is an auto-scroller. We didn't include that in the goal, but
It's not
we
an
could-
auto scroller, it's just there are no apple jumps.
Wait,
For no perfectly good reason, it was removed from this challenge.
for no good reason.
No.
Well, it's sort of an auto-scroller.
What the
I'll call it a pseudo-auto-scroller.
It's an auto scroller insofar as you can't go faster than holding right.
Right, yeah.
But in that sense, so is Super Mario Brothers.
Wow, I did it. Did double apple jump. I'm so happy.
Over the moat?
No,
No, he just did it over a tree.
I just never been able to do it
Oh!
normally.
Well, that's not as helpful.
I didn't say it's helpful. I'm
And
just
here,
happy.
here I was
I
going to be excited for you. But you're just going to waste them over a tree.
Hey, dude, that's how you get the screen wrapping really easily.
Yeah. That is true. You have to do a couple of them.
These trees with the faces are a pretty good example of what I mean when I say the enemies are nightmares. When you jump on him, he's like, nah.
My favorite enemy is the
Well,
shark.
to be fair, you're jumping on them. I'd be pretty annoyed too.
But they give you a power-up. They're nice. They're friendly. You jump on them,
So
they give you power.
They give you a
What
power
more
up
could
so you can
want?
leave them alone. It's like, here, take this. Just get off of this.
We saw a little hint of screen scrolling on... Oh, we're seeing it. There you go. On Nasir's screen, we got a little bit.
Alright. I don't think I'm going to beat either of those other two times, but
Jeebus.
should at least be able to lower mine. This level goes well.
Yeah, Rhino Dragon's looking like he's gonna get somewhere fast.
Nope.
Nope. Just kidding, he's
Whoops.
gonna die.
Oh well.
We'll keep running. I think I can still beat my old run.
Yeah, you got enough time to start another one. We got about 15 seconds left before we do last call. what happens is when the timer runs out, we let the players finish whatever run they're in the middle of. So generally players about now would want to reset if they don't like their run. So here we go, we're coming down to the end of the timer, so reset now if you would like, otherwise you're stuck with the run that you're on.
Reset now or forever hold your peace.
Exactly. Okay, well, window of opportunity is now closed, so you're stuck with whatever run you're working on. Binary gets one just in time, just under the wire. Nasir's at the beginning of a run, and Hagspam takes a 2. Everyone is starting fresh. Alright, sudden death mode all around.
All right. Very good level 1 for me.
Wow, that was terrible.
Oh no. Your death at the beginning of level 2?
Yep.
I think my level 1 beat the other 2 level 1s.
What am I doing? Alright, whatever. I'm just gonna go for the cannonball skip and see if I can get it.
What better time to do that than sudden death? Am I right?
Right. Exactly.
Pretty much.
It's all or nothing, man.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Runs over, guys. Wait, there's that orange shit, right? Nope, it's gone. Alright, I'm done. Well done, Hagspam.
Yeah, Hagspam takes it by 6 seconds this time. 6 or 7
I'm
seconds.
still running.
He has a good run going.
Oh, you do? Okay, sorry, I thought you were one of the people who also gave up on your run.
No.
Okay.
So gracious, please.
Sorry, you're right.
You did this
I
to me
died right
last
as the
time
reset
too.
came.
I have trouble telling who's had, deaths and who's, is just playing around and who's actually still doing it.
I like that it's hard to tell the difference.
Sometimes it is.
Alright. Well, there
Especially in
go my hope.
Borderlands.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry to see
So now
that.
you can call it.
Now I can call it.
Now you can call it.
If you still think you could beat either of those times, go for it.
I can't beat those times. I could beat my time, but
Alright. Okay. Well,
I'm proud of all of you.
I'm really proud. Look, we got all 3 people on the board.
They all finished.
Right. And we've got 2 times that are like 3.5 minutes or less here. It's just, that's pretty impressive.
It could have gone so much worse.
Right.
And it has the whole week.
Cool. Well, excellent. Congrats, Hagspam, on taking first in this match.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
This was my best 2 runs the whole week.
Wow. Well, that's the
Good
time to get them.
it.
All right, we're moving on. Oh, I forgot to get art for this. It's just a big question mark. I'll have to fix
Yeah,
that.
Just like the game.
That about sounds right.
Big question mark. Yeah. So our next
I
game.
found a secret stash of bones.
One stash. So yeah, this game
Does
is
it have
Big
to
Nose Freaks Out.
tally bones at the end of the level? At all? Or does it not matter if you pick up bones?
I think no matter what, it always brings up the screen. Get them or not.
I think you can cancel out of the screen at the same amount
Yeah,
of
you
time,
can cancel
regardless.
out of the stream without using the screen at all.
Yeah.
So
You can cancel
boneless
out of
isn't a thing.
That tends to not be a thing. No.
No bones.
I cut you off, Feasel. What were you gonna say?
No, I was just... Oh, there we go. I actually got the art up. Was just pointing out that this is our second match of the day. Big Nose Freaks Out. This is the mystery game. These players didn't know that it was going to be this game before today. An hour before we started the matches, they all voted on what games it was going to be, and Big Nose
They
is the one
chose
that won.
wisely.
Yeah, they chose
Thanks,
wisely.
Binary Dragon.
Exactly.
You're welcome.
Yeah, they vetoed each other's best games perfectly.
So we ended up with this compromise game.
I think this is my lowest rated game that wasn't a veto.
Yep,
Yep.
it was.
But that was the case with all the games. I think it was all like every
No,
one of the games was somebody's fourth and somebody's fifth choice.
No, this was my first
Yeah.
choice.
Well, right, but it was somebody. Then the other two people were fourth and fifth.
Oh.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was the case with all of them. So it was someone's last choice and second last choice. So we had to just pick the one that was overall the best rated. This is not a bad game. This is pretty easy to learn, I would say. The only real confusing thing is, like, you know, where you're supposed to go, what's the fastest route, how do you not accidentally warp someplace you're not supposed to go.
You
Yeah,
not
it's
die
kind of
to
maze-ish.
enemies.
Like
And-
here.
Right.
And the controls can take a little bit of getting used to. It is kind of off-putting. I guess for people that have played the first game and they go to this game, it's like, oh, this is totally
Oh
different.
yeah, it feels very different, the play control, but
Yeah.
you're fairly fast moving, fairly maneuverable. It's just a little tricky to aim, I found.
Yep.
And when you
'Cause
don't
some
have
of the enemies aren't programmed very well.
right, yeah, and when you don't have the projectile shot, it's really iffy trying to use your
Uh-huh.
melee attack against these enemies.
You know, this description is not making it seem like it's actually all that easy to learn.
No, it doesn't.
The,
But the
The
play
projectile
controls.
shot also is help.
Yeah, like you
For-
really
for
want to have the
coding.
projectiles if you're gonna play this. Even casually, you really want to have the
Mhm.
projectiles. It's kind of a crapshoot otherwise.
All right, so you guys ready to start this?
Yep.
As ready as I'll ever be.
Okay.
So not at all.
Pretty
Not
much.
at all. All right, cool. Well, I'm going to count you guys off.